Okay, guys, it's that time of the show for us to go to our Mint Mobile hotline question of the day. If you guys have a question you'd like us to address on the show and you want to hear your voice on the show, call our hotline anytime at 951-268-4259. And here's our hotline question today.
Hey, John and crew, Carson here. With the MCU having 8 TV series on Disney Plus right now, what shows do you think deserve a second season and which ones do not? Thanks, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day.
All right, thanks a lot for calling that in, Carson. And, this is a really great question because on normal traditional television, even with other streaming services, HBO and whatever, when a show comes out, well, you just assume it's going to get season 2 and season 3, and that's what they're going for. The MCU shows have not all been like that because I think all of us in the room are in agreement that WandaVision is the best Disney Plus MCU show right now. It's kind of the gold standard, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think any of us are expecting a second season for it. I just don't know how you do a season 2 of WandaVision.
I would hate it.
Well, it's kind of getting a sequel in Vision Quest.
Yeah, in a way, it's like a follow-up, but it's not really WandaVision. It's going to be a different
Agatha.
kind of show. And Agatha, spin-off of that too, right? But not really a sequel. And not everything that has been MCU on Disney Plus has been all that good. So let's start with, if we go over to the Campea Classroom, what should not get I'm just going to call a sequel. Really, it's season 2. What should not get a sequel? We'll start there. I'm going to start with something that is obvious. Hawkeye should not get a sequel. This was not a good show. I mean, I know, listen, it's all subjective. I know there were people who enjoyed it, and there were certainly things about the show that I enjoyed. There were certainly elements. There was even a couple of episodes I liked. As a matter of fact, going into the finale, it could have gone either way for me. If the finale really nailed it and was awesome, I think I would have walked away going, you know what? Hawkeye was okay. It didn't, so that's something I don't think should get a sequel. Another thing I don't think should get a sequel is She-Hulk. This was a show, again, that for me started strong, but again, it just couldn't get over the hump of being a comedy that wasn't funny. And it's just difficult for that to do. Now, there's some that are mid. So we'll go maybes. In the maybes, I go Falcon and Winter Soldier. Right now, that's a big question mark right now about whether or not they can even actually do that because, the new Cap, Sam, he's got his own movie coming out. Are they going to move him to featuring on the big screen and then bring him back to the small screen? Not sure about that, but Falcon the Winter Soldier, while I felt it could have been better, was actually pretty decent. And Sam's storyline in that was absolutely wonderful. Another maybe for me, but we all know it is getting it, is Loki. So Loki is getting a season 2. That one for me would be on the maybe round. I liked it, but I was a little disappointed by it at the same time. Loki is one of my top 5 favorite MCU characters. I love that character, but the show itself for me was, nah. In the absolute should get another go at it. You guys know what I'm going to say, Ms. Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Other than WandaVision, Ms. Marvel to me is the next. If WandaVision is the gold standard, Ms. Marvel's the silver standard of what the MCU can be on Disney Plus. And it's a show that is structured that it can be seasonal. It feels like you're waiting for a season 2, right? It didn't feel like a miniseries. Not like something like Moon Knight, which, by the way, is another thing I should put under the maybes is Moon Knight. But Ms. Marvel to me is a complete absolute. And then, of course, you've got WandaVision, but I'm not going to put that on here at all because that's, again, just not a show that I think is structured anyway. So for me, I've only got one that I think is an absolute, and that's Ms. Marvel. Couple of maybes. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, of course, would now be called probably Cap and the Winter Soldier. They went that way. Loki's and maybe Moon Knight's and maybe. I would avoid Hawkeye and She-Hulk if I were them. So that's my kind of list on that. Rob, if we go over to you, if we had to first start with you and say, out of all the MCU shows that we've watched, which ones would you just immediately not even have to think about too much, say, this shouldn't get a season 2? Which one would that be?
Well, I mean, I feel a little differently. Like, I love the character of Hawkeye, and I think
I love the character of Hawkeye too.
If there was a different story to tell, but I would like to see a more of Kate Bishop. Mm-hmm. I really like that character. So if you did a Kate Bishop miniseries or a Young Avengers, which I'm pulling for, that's what I'm waiting for. But She-Hulk, I could take it or leave it. I really like the character. I think, again, the show should be retooled and do something interesting with her as opposed to an unfunny comedy that really disappointed me. Moon Knight, I want to see again just to make it better. It turned out to be a big disappointment for me. I mean, if they never made another Moon Knight show, I wouldn't be sad. And I love Moon Knight. Everyone knows I love Moon Knight. But I think they should do a Winter Soldier series. If they can't do Falcon and Winter Soldier,
straight up Winter Soldier series.
Just do a straight up Winter Soldier series. I really like Sebastian Stan.
Because we've got him coming in Thunderbolts.
Yeah, and we've got Miss Marvel's going to be in the Marvels. Yeah. You know, so a lot of these shows, what I see them as almost like springboards to other things. In
sports terminology, would you see the shows as a farm league and then
in a way,
move them up to the pros?
Yeah, like, I mean, in a way, in terms of sequels, because if they're leading to other things, like WandaVision leads to Vision Quest, if they lead to other things, I'm really excited about that. Like, as you know, having the scripts, I can't wait to see Secret Invasion. And Secret Invasion isn't really a sequel to anything except maybe Captain Marvel, I guess, because, you've got Skrulls in it. But I'm looking really forward to that. I think it could be my favorite Marvel show if they stick the landing. But all of these other shows are almost like one-offs to me, because they are going somewhere else. That's why I think Hawkeye was sort of. I think the Hawkeye show was weird, John. It was this weird holiday show where Hawkeye he should have taken care of his problem in an afternoon, but they strung it out over like 6 episodes, and I'm like, why is this taking so long? And
it's not a good thing when I honestly can say that I think the best thing to come out of the Hawkeye series was
Pizza
the
Dog.
Tracksuit Mafia.
Oh.
Bro.
Bro.
I don't know.
Anyway, Chris, what about you? Do you have any of the Marvel MCU shows that stand out to you that should absolutely not get a sequel or should absolutely get a second season? What stands out to you?
I mean, I don't think Falcon and Winter Soldier should, because we should have them transitioning into Cap on the screen, because we need that leadership in the MCU too. We need Cap back up there, and I'm really excited about that. I also don't know about having a Moon Knight sequel. I know we're getting one, but I kind of just feel like they should have had a complete season. Don't give me a limited, 6 to 8 episodes? How many episodes was it? 6? Mm-hmm. Give me some more episodes, because that's what I think was the issue there, oh, shit, now we're done. Sorry. And they really rushed that ending and that kind of reveal of, ooh, maybe this is what's happening. So I feel like if we had gotten more episodes, then we could have had one nice complete season and it'd be fine. But, shoulda, woulda, coulda. When it comes to some of these others here, I don't, like Rob was saying, I don't know if you need a sequel series, because they should lead into other things. They should go off into other streams and rivers and stuff. I don't know if you need a continuation of that specific series. Ms. Marvel, I'd love to see a season 2 just so I can see more of that family, but I'm hoping we see a lot of the family in the movie as well. So I'm kind of torn on some of them. Yeah.
All right, guys, question is for you. What of the current Marvel series that we have on Disney Plus stand out to you as maybe the ones that should not get sequels at all, that should get sequels absolutely? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Guys, we want to thank a sponsor of today's video, Mint Mobile. This holiday season, the best deal in wireless can only be found at Mint Mobile. Right now, when you switch to Mint Mobile and buy any 3-month plan, you'll get another 3 months free. As the first company to sell premium wireless service online only, Mint Mobile lets you order and activate from home with eSIM while saving tons on phone plans starting at just $15 a month. Guys, I've been using Mint Mobile long before this holiday deal, and I have to say, it is the perfect time to switch. Since I switched to Mint Mobile, I've been spending 1/3 of what I used to spend on my mobile service with the other big name company. And with this buy 3 months, get 3 months free, not only is it a great choice for you, but it makes great gifts for the people you love. Mint Mobile's best offer of the year is here. By going online only and with eSIM and eliminating the traditional costs of retail, Mint Mobile passes those significant savings on to you. All of their plans come with unlimited talk and text, plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. You use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and switch easily and effortlessly with eSIM. Or if you need a new device, for a limited time, get 6 months of free service when you buy a selected device and plan. So guys, for a limited time, buy any 3-month Mint Mobile plan and get 3 more months free by going to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea.